I mean, I already feel acquainted with you, so to speak.
I understand completely.
Uh,
Okay. Well, I sent Pet Monster the invitation at the same time I sent you the invitation.
uh-huh. I may have to bounce back and forth between a muted mic because I have to get the Wi-Fi from a gaming room, and they're playing a little bit of pool, and so I don't want the audio to go wacky sideways on you.
Gotcha.
So if there's just like a few seconds of dead air, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Oh, by the way, I mentioned your channel yesterday and today's discussion on another YouTube's live stream. He had me on it, and I was trying to bring some awareness to your cause and your channel. So I hope that did you some good.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
very
that.
welcome.
I'm so honored.
Not a problem. Hey, plug away.
Well, I appreciate that.
No worries.
So I hope the new channel will help some people. I used to do an internet-based radio show, and it was Voices of Hope. So I'm kind of merging that with overcoming obstacles and kind of changing the focus a little bit from what the radio show was. So.
Yeah, I'd heard you mention a few times in your different streams and your different vids of the radio work that you had done.
Yeah. So I appreciate you mentioning that. That's great.
Not a problem.
Okay. So if anybody that's watching this is not familiar with you, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Granny Monster. I have a YouTube channel. I have Twitter. I do random comedy, live streams, a little vlogging here and there, but mostly comedy because I like to lift the spirits of people. And I'm also partnered with Pet Monster and Monster Chic in Create Not Hate.
And I love Create Not Hate. I just love it. And I love what you're doing with your channel. You've got some of the funniest things. I always laugh. I mean, you know, some channels just make YouTube better, and you're funny, and you're doing it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate a wide variety of entertainers, and I have to think that if anybody went through my subscription list or my thumbs up list or anything, they'd be like, what is she into?
I understand completely.
Yeah.
You know, my biggest fear is my boss will not understand something and will take it the wrong way.
Right.
But, you know, we're not going to worry too much about that.
Nah.
I did just remember that I forgot to send out a live stream alert on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So I better get that done.
No problem. While you're doing that, I should say that, you know, you're quite an inspiration. And just a bit ago, I found some money on the floor, and I asked around and put it up because, you know, just those kinds of temptations, no matter what your life circumstances, it's not yours. You didn't earn it. You don't keep it. You know, because the repercussions of that in a bigger picture, really? No. No.
Right. Well, thank you.
Sure.
I'm glad you put it up somewhere, and so will the owner.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, I cannot type tonight.
I can't type during the day. Spell check is amazing.
Actually, this time it's part of the problem. 99% of the time it's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But it keeps wanting to leave the Y out of my name. And it's hard to broadcast a channel name if it's trying to be super helpful. Stop that.
Yes, indeed it is. But yeah, I've been thinking about this throughout the week. I'm like, yay, I get to be in the hangout with the Gail. And it was actually Drive Shaft Drew, if you're familiar with him at all, was the one that went and located your page and made sure that people saw the link up in the chat room.
Awesome. He is so nice.
He is. He's a big time supporter.
That's awesome. I'm trying to make sure I have it where I can see the screen. I'm still getting the hang of this Hangout stuff. How long does it take to learn how to really do it? You're like the live stream pro.
Well, for me, I went and I watched several tutorials on the topic, and there was like 18-minute, 12-minute, 13-minute, 22-minute. I'm like, oh my. And finally there was one, it was like 3 minutes long. All right, well, okay, that's my attention span. And so I clicked it on, and I swear it was this little voice saying, all right, I'm going to show you how to run a live stream on the Google Hangouts. You click and click and click and click, and there you are. You're running a
How funny!
You're running a live stream, yeah. So I have that one bookmarked, and right before I go live, I always click that on. It's like, all right, I'm good.
Awesome. Well, you did this wonderful tutorial the other day, and I've watched several things, and they've all been helpful, but still when it comes down to the moment, I don't know if it's the pressure or if it's just my inability to function under pressure, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here mashing buttons like crazy too.
Well, the big thing is once you get into the habit of it, it's like anything else, you know. It's like diet, exercise, prayer, ritual. Just as long as you keep doing it over and over again, before long it becomes second nature. It doesn't take the meaning out of it. It doesn't take the depth.
This is like my, I don't know, 5th, 6th live stream.
I was counting about 6, I think.
Well, I did a couple of private ones just to try to get a feel for it.
I did too. I hope I'm not messing with your audio bad.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You are totally good.
All right, great.
So
now if you bring your mouse over to the left side of the actual Hangout itself, it'll bring up some tabs. One of them is a chat room, one of them is a share screen, and then there are some other options. You see those?
Yes.
Okay. Like if I wanted to, if you wanted to mod me or whatever, then it puts me up in the control room. I can turn cameras on and off. I can turn mics up and down, stuff like that. If I wanted to say something to you in the chat room, I'd click that little blue box and then it would come up.
Okay.
There we go. And there's the chat.
Let's see. Whoops.
Yep. Hi and welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You got it.
I actually thought I had opened that, but obviously I didn't. So okay.
Now that's not going to open the chat room up in your actual YouTube channel though.
Okay. So I still have to figure out how to do that. So,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, Pet Monster's there he is. Hi, Pet Monster.
Hey, Pet.
Do you want me to, Pet Monster, do you want me to try bringing you in again? Hey.
You know, I had mentioned to him that you wanted to have me on today to speak about the Create Not Hate, and so I was terribly excited.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can figure out how to add you again. Let's see. Pet Monster is in the chat, so I've got to figure out how to add Pet Monster here. I think Pet Monster, I can do it through Google Plus.
If you want, I can try and get the link over to him.
Okay. Well, I think I just sent it through Google Plus here. Let me.
I received it.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's set up to do it today or not.
Okay, he's asking me to email it. Pet Monster, can you help me out? I'm not sure I can get into my email. I'm not sure if I've got enough bandwidth.
I have his email address. I have his email address. If you drop me the link into that chat button, I can email it to him.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait, I may be able to do this here.
Okay.
I just wasn't sure the bandwidth was going to cooperate.
Right.
I'm sorry, Pet Monster.
If I was able to pull the link up actually here in the chat room, I could mail it off to him really quick. I mean, like really quick.
Okay, how do I?
Up at the what I can do is, okay, I'm going to disconnect for a minute. I'm going to reconnect, grab the link, and mail it to him. How about that?
Okay, well, I just posted a link in the chat room. Is that what you needed?
Oh.
Does that look like it's what you needed? Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Okay. Granny Monster, was that link what you needed?
I don't know where you posted it, dear.
In the chat room. Hold on.
I don't have the actual YT open it right now.
Okay.
I can.
It's okay. I'll figure out something here.
It's all right.
Hey, Pet Monster, if I send you my email, can you email me and then I'll re-invite you that way? Okay, I just typed in my email. Thank you. Oh, you're a doll.
Okay.
Thank you, Pet Monster. You're so patient. I love you guys.
It's no problem. I've got actually the chat room open itself now, and we have the Bow Star, and I see Pet, and I see where you posted your Gmail account. So thank you very much.
No, thank you. I appreciate your patience with me here. I really thought I had a little bit.
You don't get to be this old and not be patient.
Hi, Bow Star. Thank you, Bow Star.
Okay.
I appreciate your patience too.
And he's also sent you, Pet Monster has also sent you a email.
I see it now.
Okay.
Okay, now. Let me make sure this.
So, you know, it's very strange. It's like doing a reverse green screen when you are on a Hangout, because you're about a 3-second delay on what you're viewing and also what they're hearing and what they're responding to. So since you'd been in radio, just kind of keep the broadcast going, and when you're reading the chat, just know that it's probably about 3 seconds behind what you have discussed.
I had noticed that. It's really strange because you can't say something and expect instant feedback,
right.
which It's, yeah.
Hmm.
And see, if you're doing something on internet radio, you get that instantaneous feedback. You know what's going on.
Yes. Yes.
And you don't
I've,
leave people hanging like I just did.
and I've been in radio too, and it's been a few years back, but I understand it's a different process altogether.
That's why you're so calm and cool in front of the screen. All your radio stuff coming through there.
Thanks. I I actually, my radio career started out rather shaky. I was just the girl that was delivering like the APs and the coffee and mail, and he says he hasn't gotten anything yet, Miss
Yeah,
Gail.
I just saw that. Pet Monster, I'm going to try that again.
Okay. And when this person called in sick, they threw the copy back at me and set me down in front of the microphone and said, "Yeah, this person's on their way to the hospital. Can you read this?" I said, with a degree of sincerity, I suppose so. But, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Pet Monster, I'm trying this again.
If there was a way to post it to my email, I could forward it. I can give you my
Okay.
email, no problem.
Okay.
Sure.
That said, invitation posted. Hopefully that means good news.
In the Google chat room itself, I'll post you my email address. One of the things that you bring a lot of attention to is overcoming obstacles.
Yes.
And that includes technology at times.
You know, you're right. You're right.
A lot of people are technologically phobic.
Well, I've been online for too many years. Pet Monster, it said it went through. So
there's my email address in our group chat.
Okay. Sometimes too, I think the little YouTube gremlins get out and start running amok.
Unfortunately, that's probably right. And Bo Star called us girl superstars. I really appreciated that.
So let's see here.
I personally think he is.
I agree. Now I am sending this to you. Wait. All right, I'm sending this to you now, Granny Monster.
Mm-hmm.
See if that went through. I hope so, hope so, hope so.
Okay. It's not a problem. We'll give it that 4 or 5 second delay.
Sure.
While they go through the wires, and I haven't received anything just yet, but it's still no problem. Trying again.
Okay, well, it should be there. I wonder why it's not cooperating.
I don't know. What I can do, I'm trying to figure out.
What I'm doing is I'm going to the top of the screen where it says invite people, clicking that little magic button, typing in or adding in where it says names and email addresses, and sending.
Right. See, I don't have the ability to add people, or I would, since you are the one that started the Hangout itself.
Oh, okay. I thought that. Okay, for some reason I was thinking that if you were already on, oh no, that's a different platform. Forget what I was just going to say. I was thinking that if you were on, like in my little realm here,
Mhm.
that you were automatically a moderator. So I guess not.
I did get a email, but it wasn't from you.
Well, that's crazy.
Not from you. It was from another associate.
Okay, this is just
Okay. Now,
let's see. Moderator.
if you go to the very top where it says invite people, if you click that on, it should get a thing that has the actual link in it itself. If you right mouse over that, that should highlight it. You can copy it and send it to the email account. Is that what you had done?
Well, it's got the yes.
Okay.
I did not send that link. What I did is I clicked and brought up the menu and it gave me the link, and then it says send invitation as you've been reviewed at gmail.com, add names or email addresses, which I did, and then invite.
Your easiest bet right now would be just to copy that link and either drop it over in the group chat window and I can email it to him, or something like that.
Yeah, actually, it's what I'm trying to do right now.
Awesome.
So you should, well, that is not, there we go. That should be, there you go. It should be in the group chat now.
I got it.
That monster, don't give up on me. He's going to give up on me.
Oh, he is?
Okay. Pet Monster, I hope you get that. I think Granny Monster was going to try emailing it to you.
That's what I'm doing right
I
now.
wonder if it's somehow getting caught in a spam filter.
I'm emailing it.
Don't give up on us, Pet Monster.
Here we go.
Pet Monster, I'm suspecting that somebody's spam filter may be a little overactive, and I'm sorry.
That might be, says your message has been sent.
Okay.
So I did email it to him.
Okay. Yeah, because I got the message you posted too.
I'm singing a song called Irish Eyes Are Smiling. When my Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring.
Well, hello.
Well, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yes. We made it.
Technologically challenged there.
Thank you.
We're having
Thank you.
technical challenges. Hello.
Awesome. Hi.
Hey, how's it going in there?
It's going.
Well, you've arrived to the party.
Well, thank you so very much for inviting us.
Thank you for coming in.
So usually I take things over as soon as I get there, and I won't try to do that on your show, of course. But so what do we got going on, Gail?
Well, we were going to talk about create, not hate, and we've been having trouble talking about anything except tech problems. We got the whole tech problem talk covered.
We certainly did. We understood. Now we know how to get people into chat rooms. This is cool, and we're chatting. Well, we're talking.
It kept saying that it went through on my end, and then you weren't getting it, so I don't know.
No worries. Oftentimes I don't get it. That's not the first time that's going to happen, Gail.
Well, hopefully it'll be the last time.
That will, hopefully so. So we're talking about create, not hate today. That's fantastic. And what are we talking about? Create, not hate. That's my favorite subject.
Well, let's talk about what it is and how you came up with the brainchild, and you tell us a little bit about it too.
Well, back in the day, when we first started it, I collaborated with some folks and experienced an extreme amount of hate. Collaborated with a little gal pal of ours, and anyway, we kind of got into some big YouTubers, and experienced a tremendous amount of hate. And I thought, I have big shoulders, I have no problem with this, but I can imagine a younger individual, a teen, a weaker minded individual, somebody that has a bigger heart than me, and actually take that stuff to heart. So I thought, you know what, we should have a community there, or an opportunity for folks to come and that just want to create and not hate. And going
Right.
forward, then Monster Chick and I actually started the program, and we started doing videos. And Granny was on board, I believe, video number one. And we met Granny
Yay
a
for
long time
Granny.
ago in a hospital bed of all places is where we met Granny.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah, we met her right here on YouTube, and she was in a hospital bed. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that, Granny?
Granny, what
Sure.
were you doing in a hospital bed?
Well, I had been doing a lot of writing for different people, and I had a seizure at the top of a set of basement steps, fell down them, cracked my head open, went into a coma, came out of the coma, couldn't write, and one of the staff said, well, why don't you start this thing on YouTube, and that way you can put your thoughts out there. And then I had like 11 subscribers, and I think most of them were actually the staff of the hospital. And I
Okay.
I get a statement from someone named Monster Chick, and I'm like, oh, well, that's different. And then then this person named Pet Monster, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I went to their channel. I'm like, this is rocking. I can hang with this.
Okay.
Yeah. And then a few days later, I went back to the channel to see what they were up to, and there was me laying in the hospital bed. I'm like, oh, okay, that's really what I look like.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess it was love at first fright. And
That was bad. That was really
That's why we like it. The more bad, the better, Gail. The more bad, the better.
and then sometime after, some of the other work that he had done, and I went, and I was very excited because he was going to be working on a collab with somebody that I'd also, been a fan of, and I was just so excited about it. I couldn't wait to wake up the next morning and see how it all went. And I woke up the next morning, and I went to see how the kids did, because in my head that's what I called them, was the kids. I went to see how the kids did, and it was just one comment after another comment after another comment, and I felt like my heart was crushed. I felt like my spirit had just went down, you know. And I just picked up my camera, and I started talking directly into the camera. I was crying, I was weepy, I was all over the place. Why are you doing this? Is this what we're doing now?
right.
And it just occurred to me, if there's, YouTube is infinite, and if you're watching something you're not enjoying, why are you watching it?
True. And
Actually,
life's too short to fool with watching stuff that you're
word in the
not
language.
enjoying.
I'm so sorry. My opinion, I just wanted to say before Granny went any further there, my favorite 4-letter word in the English language is next. On to the next thing, the biggest, brightest next thing. So
Exactly.
I agree with Granny. Why stay in a hateful, nasty situation, or stay where somebody is just beating you up, calling you a jerk, being mean, that kind of thing? Move on. There's tons of people out there that are going to say you're awesome and love the wheels right off of them.
Yeah.
I agree. And there's not enough people out there that's willing to say you're awesome. It's like the very, very few. It's like we have this scant whisper amidst this whole big storm of hate rhetoric. We have this tiny whisper of good and all this negative, and that's what I love about Create Not Hate.
Well, thanks. We certainly appreciate that. We love it too, right? I mean, we're not Create Not Hate ourselves. Myself, Monster Chick, Granny Monster. Actually, it's the entire community.
Yeah.
We got over 150 channels now that have made videos in support of Create Not Hate. And again, Gail, thank you for having us on and putting the spotlight on it. But really, it's about YouTubers, right? It belongs to the YouTubers and the real people that are making the videos. Sincerely, it's all about the community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So we started, but I start a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I start a lot of things. Sometimes that's not the best thing to do, but anyway, kids, if you're listening there at home, that Create Not Hate is an awesome movement for every single person on YouTube. My channel Pet Monster and Disturbing Pet Monster are not for everybody on YouTube. There's some adult wacky stuff on there. And
Sure.
Granny's channel is, of course, kid-friendly, majority of the time. But mine is often not. But it's always got a big heart attached, and we certainly have a lot of fun and a lot of love over there. But just fair warning, if you come over, don't think that it's going to be all peaches and cream, ladies, because there's some nasty going on over at Pet Monster. But again, we have a lot of fun.
Wait a minute, I have to do this impression. She's a lady. She's a little bit shady. If you're not subbed over to her, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, those were words straight from my mouth. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, my husband just came in, so I told him to grab his phone and pull up a chair and come join us in the chat room. We'll see if he actually does.
Well, I certainly hope so.
I hope so too. He's got to figure out how to, and we know how that's gone tonight. So, Bostar, at least you figured it out. What would we do without you, right?
I know.
Hanging out with us tonight. You're a brave soul.
He has an awesome Irish video that he just did for St. Patrick's Day. Have you guys seen it?
I have.
I have not yet.
Epic,
I
man.
came straight from work to the computer.
Oh, he is one sexy dude. You gotta look up this video, man. He is looking awesome.
I'm familiar with his channel. I just haven't seen that particular video yet.
Oh, it's right.
Yeah, it's funny. It's really awesome. You got to check it out, Gail. You'll like it.
I will check it out.
And Gail, are you familiar with Paulette's Going to Do It?
One more time. With who?
Are you Paulette's Going to Do It?
Oh,
no,
she's
I'm
awesome.
not.
Paulette's Gonna Do It is freaking fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
She's one of our pals. You got to check her out. She's right down your alley, Gail. She's a sweetheart. And
I will check her out.
Kind. There's a lot of kindness going on at Paulette's Gonna Do It. And she talks about food and losing weight and her journey of life. She's just fantastic. I agree.
Yeah. You know,
Well,
somebody
I'll definitely check her out.
Somebody once told me that because Pet Monster Chick and I watch such a wide variety of channels that we should run this person would get along well with this person kind of thing. And I thought, well,
a YouTube matchmaker channel almost.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah,
Isn't
there's
that
a lot
kind
of
of what
times
Create
too.
Not Hate
I'll
does?
think the same thing when you watch somebody and you think, oh man, they'd go so good with this one or that one. You got a good point there, Granny.
Yeah, but isn't that what Create Not Hate is in one way?
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Granny and I were talking the other day, and actually we mentioned, I believe, on our live show last night briefly, but again, just like I was saying before, Disturbing Pet Monster and Pet Monster is not for everyone, but Create Not Hate is for everyone. It's for everyone that's 5 years old or 105 years old and everybody in between. The only people that it's not for are the people that don't get any hate and have a perfect life and everything is just peaches and cream. Then those people don't need us. But everybody else does. So
but the real
if you
people
have a bad day ever, then stop on by. Absolutely.
I just thought of another one that I don't know if Our Lady Gail is familiar with, and that would be our Tanya D.
Oh, she's the best, man. I agree.
Mombi.
Okay.
Mombi would be another.
I'm
Mombi
going
would
to have to
definitely be
spend more
another one.
time hanging out on your channels.
Tanya D also did something that's just fantastic, and you might even, if you get looking into her, you might like to have her as a guest. Her son Kai literally passed up his birthday this year. He's a young man. I believe he's 11 years old. And it's just a beautiful story in the way, Gail, that he gave up his birthday on purpose and said, Mom, instead of spending the money on me, can we take the money and buy food for homeless people?
I love him already.
How cool is 11 years old, right? So
And toiletries.
they did, and they made a food drive, and a number of things on YouTube, and even incorporated Create Not Hate into it. And they're just a fantastic bunch of folks. I agree with Granny's recommendation. They're fantastic people.
That is awesome, because wow, I can't believe I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I mean, it's like kids don't, 11-year-olds, they're involved in their games. They're involved in after school things. They're just not thinking about poverty and helping people. And that just blew me away. Awesome.
I know, right? Like, that's just, yeah. We oftentimes see things like that touch our hearts, and we like to shout it out too, as much as we can. Let everybody know about it.
Well, it's important. I think it encourages us, but it encourages other people, and it lets people who are in dire straits know that, hey, there is help out there. Hang on.
Yes, and actually, my roommate had a service dog.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah. I'm all up for people having service dogs.
I know you are.
Last night we had a show about dogs.
Yeah, we did.
The Barking Dead. I don't think that your service dog would want to be involved in any way, but it was about dogs.
I have given up trying to figure out what you want to be involved with.
There was bad language. It would hurt your ears, Gail.
It would hurt my ears. My ears are okay.
You're pure. We want you to remain pure. Don't watch Pet Monster.
I used to work with juvenile offenders. Believe me, if it's a 4-letter word, I have heard it. And sometimes the 5-letter word that ends with the H and begins with the B I'm pretty sure I did not hear it applied to me more than 1,000 times.
Oh my!
You know how juvenile offenders are.
You have
sometimes they have to follow the rules. I'm sorry, Granny. What?
That's okay. You have another awesome YouTuber that just joined your chat room, TJ's Woodworking Shop.
Oh, TJ!
Hey, TJ! Awesome.
Yeah.
TJ's working with his wood. What is? I'm trying so hard to be good. Do you
I know you are.
This? I'm slipping a little bit, but I'm trying hard.
It's okay. You don't have to be good all the time.
Well, I'm trying
Welcome,
hard.
TJ.
That TJ's working with his wood, and that's all I'm going to say. Did you know, Gail, that trees are made of wood?
I think I'd heard trees are made of wood.
I heard that around town somewhere. I'm sorry. That joke was wrong.
Now, TJ, I told my husband about your channel, and I think, hey, John, he just joined us in the chat room.
I saw that.
John,
yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, John, TJ's Woodworking Shop is the channel I told you about that you can never go see because of all the neat woodworking stuff. So, TJ, we're probably now going to spend a fortune at Lowe's, and half that fortune can be attributed probably to your channel. I'm doomed.
I was just thinking, there are so many on your playlist, Mr. Pet Monster, sir, that if Gail and, of course, several others, if they were to go through and just take a look at some of those playlists of the Create Not Hate.
Oh, absolutely, Gail.
We're
up to, that's a brilliant idea, Granny. We have 14 episodes or volumes or videos of Create Not Hate. Each one averages about 10 channels per video. There are a couple in there that like JJ Jarjazzy, she has one, but she has a super huge channel and she wanted to do the whole video. But other than that, yeah, it's usually about 10 channels. So if you go back and look through any Create Not Hate videos on Pet Monster, you can look at the playlist and you'll see a ton, and I do mean a ton, of outstanding, kind, nice people.
Agreed.
I've seen some of them.
Of course, there's been opposition, and of course, there's been people who say, don't tell me how to think and how to live. And nobody is.
Right.
Nobody is.
Right.
You know?
Well,
It's
the thing is,
it's
they
not
don't get-
censorship. It just
And
simply
I
means
help-
that you're here to do your thing.
Yeah, I helped. The term trigger warning that you guys may see on the internet sometimes. I helped develop that late 90s in the chat rooms, and
Excellent.
some people absolutely hate it. So I've caught flack for that. And I'm like, you know what? Too bad.
Yeah.
More people like it than don't like it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Very true.
brilliant.
I do too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So,
You know, you're always going to have
Monster,
opposition in
do I
life, no
see
matter
a
what.
line of posters and T-shirts and coffee mugs with the slogan "Create Not Hate" in your future?
Well, it's not in our future. You know, it could happen. It could happen. It's not actually in talks, I don't think, right now. But it's not. It could happen, right? I think that we can say that. Is that fair enough?
I think that's going to be really great.
Yeah, I think at some point maybe we might go there. But again, I really don't. I don't want to create. I personally want it always to be a nonprofit scenario. At this point, we've literally spent thousands of dollars. I have spent thousands of dollars and thousands of manpower hours. And I know Granny has put in, the same thing, just thousands of hours. Monster Chic, all of us, for this cause, for this this movement, if you will. And it's been worth every minute. But I just don't know that I ever want to make it a situation where it's profitable or cheapen it.
Right.
You know? Now, as it being a promotional thing and accompanying something else that is profitable, that's fine, right? I mean, say that all of a sudden tomorrow Lady Gaga says, I want to do Create Not Hate. Well, yeah, hello, we're all about that. but I doubt that's going to happen, right? But if
Thank you, Mother Monster.
Sure.
Please do.
Yeah, exactly. But
I'm picturing Lady Gaga in a Create Not Hate T-shirt.
I would pay money, a lot of money, to see that.
Yeah.
A tremendous amount of money. I maybe would trade my car for that. That would be good.
Okay.
My not create, not hate face.
Wouldn't that be the bomb if she was like at the Super Bowl and said that shit? Like, that would be the bomb. I'm sorry.
That would be.
Curse. But yeah,
that would be.
Fantastic.
I'm sure she heard the word once or twice.
I'm
But
trying
yeah.
so hard to be good. You have no idea. This is like a bullet.
Don't be good on my
right
account. You're totally fine.
When I was on New Dizzy's yesterday and I was talking about the hashtag and the fact that I was getting the awesome opportunity to be on Miss Gail's channel, I said, yeah, one of two things must happen. And New Dizzy said, what is that? And I said, one, I have to watch the language. And two, I have to watch the language.
You're fine. Just be you. And if interesting language happens,
don't wish that evil on
happens.
yourself, honey. Don't do that. Yeah, don't tell me to be me. No, you don't want. I'm telling you. You haven't watched Pet Monster, honey. You don't know. Don't.
I've watched some. Actually, it's kind of frustrating because, like, if I'm watching on my phone, I can't always comment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of frustrating. And so some of the times when I've actually watched and listened to you, to both of you guys, it's like I'll pull up YouTube and I'll hit the button and I'll listen as I drive if you guys are live streaming and if other people are live streaming. But I can't like punch the button and say, hey. And then when I do try to comment, I can't ever get the window to come up on my phone. So.
Well,
yeah,
first, I'd like to thank you for enjoying our awesomeness. And secondly, I would like you to both you ladies to know you said touch the button, and I didn't say shit. Not one word. I didn't say anything. I'm so proud of myself right now. I didn't touch the button.
Yay! We're proud of you too, then.
I need a straight jacket for my tongue when I come on your show, Gail.
I need one of those when I wake up in the morning.
No, I just let it
We'll have to, maybe we could come up with that design and maybe patent it, and then we could like sell them by the millions. I would buy one for most of the politicians out there.
It'll rate right up there with the Pet Rock.
Speaking of, I like that Pet Rock. speaking of politicians, which I know that we don't want me to speak about politicians, but anyway, you know, when they said there's one thing about Trumpism that I agree with, and it's simply this: they said before he got in, let Donald be Donald. And so what I'm hearing you say, Gail, is you're saying let the monsters be the monsters. So I appreciate that and respect it. Thank you.
I would much rather have monsters being monsters than Trump being president right now. But we won't go there. I did not say that. I may have just alienated half of my friends, but anyway.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, she wants me to go ahead and be a monster.
I still think the straight jacket for the tongue idea. I like it.
You know what? Just God bless America. That washes it all away. We love all Americans. We love all citizens of the planet. What do you think?
Yeah.
The end of
And
every
that's the neat
video.
thing about Create Not Hate is because it encompasses everybody.
That's right. We love every,
You know, you
at
don't
the
have
end
to
of every
be
video that we
tall,
make, we
short,
say,
young,
"We
old,
love
it doesn't
everyone you
matter
love."
because Create Not Hate is the movement for every person.
Every mother. We love every one of you mothers. That's right. We say that in every single video that we make. And that's the very truth. And we've been saying it for about 200 videos now. So it's a pretty consistent theme. But yeah, absolutely we do.
I think Irene Noonan, I don't know if Miss Gale is familiar with Irene or not, but I think that would be another one.
Absolutely. Irene's fantastic. I just,
Kim
I've
Williams?
seen Irene in, I don't know, 2 or 3 chats just this weekend.
Okay.
She's one busy
Kim
lady.
Williams. Kim
I don't
Williams is
know her.
another.
Kim Williams? You don't know Kim Williams either. Wow. We got to get Gail out.
Wait, I might
pack her and her
know.
hubby in the car and get her around YouTube land.
Did somebody say pack? Car? Does that go with ride? I'm ready. Quick, honey, grab the suitcase. We're going for a ride.
Awesome.
My dog knows that word. I'm sorry.
They freaking your poor dog out. He's like, let's go.
I'm sorry.
But, you know, there's just
He's
so
gonna be
many.
mad at me now.
There's just so many up on that playlist that you certainly find something.
Well, we will check it out.
And I actually looked through a lot of people's playlists, and the way Pet Monster has his put up, his are very user friendly.
Okay. Well, that
Because when
alone
I-
is a good reason to go check that out because,
Yeah,
let's see. I'm trying to
mine are
pull
all
it
over the
up.
place.
My browser is
Oh, I
on.
can do that for you too. I can do that for you and even go to the share screen if you'd like.
Okay, I just did something and my entire screen went black. My entire computer screen, not my... Well, I don't know what I just did.
Hi, Virtue Within. One of your chatters, Virtue Within, says, "Is this Granny Monster?" Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Leslie, Virtue Within, I can't see you, so I'm going to take the word for it that you're in here because I don't know if you guys can see me. My whole screen is black. I don't know what it's doing here.
We can see you and the virtue within.
Okay.
Yes. And also, Virtue Within, this would be our pet monster, sir, the creator and starter of the hashtag that we're talking about, Create Not Hate.
So
And
nice
it's
to meet you,
meet you.
virtual. Say the name one more time. Is it
Virtue?
Virtue Within?
Yes, Virtue Within.
What a fantastic name.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, I think I've got this figured out. Okay. My computer is wigging out. I'm sorry. Hi, Leslie. We've got awesome folks here tonight. Let's see.
Both stars be saying we can see you just fine, Gail.
Okay. All right. Yeah. my computer screen just all went black except for this little white spot up in the left-hand corner. And this is a relatively new computer, so I'm not sure what software programs are not playing well in the same sandbox as other software programs, but I'm sorry for that. So this has been the tech glitch night. We're supposed to be talking about Create Not Hate, and we're talking about tech glitch number 546 tonight.
Well, that's some way. That's sometimes the way things go, Gail. That's just that. Welcome to Google Hangouts, right?
And I tell you, yes, I have a love-hate relationship with Google, as does everybody else. But YouTube rocks. The people on YouTube actually just are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I tell people who are not on YouTube what a great place, what super communities there are on YouTube, they just look at me like I've sprouted a second head. It's
I get that on a daily all the time. And you don't know this, but Pet Monster actually does have two.
I think I remember seeing that or hearing it.
Oh, yeah.
I do what now? I do what?
Pet Monster with two heads?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Someday three.
Okay.
It depends on the day.
Well, you're back in the chat room, Gail, so that's cool.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Virtue Within is a neat lady. She was my very first chat victim. I mean, hangout victim.
That's disturbing.
And she has survived. And she's got a neat channel. Now, Virtue, you would probably want to check out some of the Create Not Hate, because hers is all about confidence, and she does this portion called Take a Sip, which, you know, to get you just to slow down and take a sip and just kind of enjoy life for a while and not let the rat race get to you. So,
wow.
Yeah, she's awesome.
That sounds inspiring.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Awesome.
Multiple heads. I love that, Virtue.
It's nice to see I'm not alone with the multiple. That's, and again, we're talking about t-shirts. That should be on one. I love that. So, I hope Monster Chick is doing all right.
I agree.
Monster Chick also has her own channel, Monster Chick, and her playlists are awesome. The work that she's done as far as her photography, I mean, she's an outstanding YouTuber in her own right.
I'll have to check out her work some more. I've seen some of it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, making a living gets in the way of what I want to do. So I don't have the time to do everything. But I have watched some of her stuff, and I like her stuff. And you guys who are in the chat room, if you haven't seen her stuff, by all means, go and check out her stuff.
Yes.
Because she's a pretty neat gal.
Oh, definitely.
So,
and
so Pet Monster, when did you start on YouTube? When did you start your Create Not Hate movement on YouTube?
Well, you know what? That's a fine question. I started April Fool's Day 2014, but I started Create Not Hate. When did we start it? Probably about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
I could probably pull that info up for you right quick if you want.
That's okay. I was just getting a gauge. You've really got some pretty good ground pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I mean, we certainly give it the push, that's for sure. And we're all about running around with the Create Not Hate as much as we can. I apologize, lady. I'm seeing here. I'm so sorry, ladies, both of you, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to dip out. I'm getting a phone call here, and the space program is calling, so I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, though, Pet Monster, but it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, and the game room is also filling up, and I
Well,
can't
thank you
control the
so much for
background noise.
blabbing.
Miss Crabtree, Miss Gale, ma'am, thank you again so much for having me on. And before I lose the bandwidth and the Wi-Fi, just remember always hashtag create not hate.
Always. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you guys both.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming in. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
And I'm out. Deuces. See you in the chat room.
Well, was that not cool? Well, I really appreciate Granny Monster and Pet Monster. Monster Chick, of course, goes with Pet Monster. Everybody, I hope that you will go and check out their channels. They're just really, really cool. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us too. TJ's Woodworking, Bowstar Crow, Virtue Within, all of you guys, thank you for hanging out. Thanks to my husband for hanging out. You guys are all awesome. And I hope you know that. You guys do know that, right? I'm going to hope so. But guys, thank you again. And this is going to conclude the evening. Thanks for hanging out. And of course, if you like it, like it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and join the channel. And if you haven't used the Create Not Hate hashtag, go ahead and join. It needs to sweep all throughout YouTube and beyond. So thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you out, about, and online. Bye.